Welcome everyone to another video. This is What's the Play. I'm Michael and we are going to do a review on the SPY, Tesla, BTC and Curve. So let's start with the S&P. On the S&P we are still below the 20s EMAs. This means we're gonna stay here for a while and it might be choppy for another 2-3 weeks again. Nothing really much to add here. Again, it's just sideways chop until we get below or into this area, and I think we might even test this actual lows from where we are right here. This is actually very plausible, and maybe another leg down again on the S&P. If the S&P really comes down, everything else will follow. Again, the Mag 7, the review I did a few weeks ago still applies, and yeah, I'm gonna do a quick review on Tesla because I took all of my profits around the 285 area, so it was actually really nice. Again, I bought it on the 17th, right at the end of the day, around 239, 240, and I sold at 285. It's around an 18%, which is actually decent. So I'm officially out of this trade. I don't really know if it's gonna push higher or lower, so that's one of the reasons I'm out. If we see Tesla again come down to this area again, this is a huge bite for me again, and I'll probably keep it for a little while longer. I took profits because I don't really know where we are still going, because again on the S&P we might still come down, so I think if we come down on the S&P we will come down also on Tesla. That's why I sold my positions, and yeah. Now BTC. So BTC, it's basically the same as the S&P if you take a closer look. Highs, high, low, and low. It's gonna test the DMAs now. We might have another positive week. Maybe next week we'll be green again and we'll be slightly above where we are. Not entirely sure. My overall prediction is that we are gonna come down. We are gonna have to come to this area again because it's the same as the S&P. If we do not hold this area, which I'm not entirely sure if it's plausible, we might come to this area below. This is not my base case. This is my base case. We stay here for a little while. We chop altcoins, we chop everything, we chop more Ethereum, and then we will have a really nice uptrend. Again, my play on BTC, it's a long-term swing like this one. I'm hoping to see something like this again, repeat it right here. We buy on the lows and we sell on the highs, guys. Let's go. Now, I took again all of my profits on Curve USD. So I did 2 trades on Curve, so let me try and explain. So I bought on the 17th. I was feeling really confident about this this candle. It was on the end of the day in Portugal. It was around 42 something, not entirely sure. I'm gonna put somewhere around here, and I sold at 60. So if we check, and I sold at 60. This trade, it was a 40%, which is really nice, but I did also made another trade on the 22 on the early days, and I caught it around 49, I believe 49 something, and I also sold it at 50. This was a smaller trade. The bigger trade was on the 17th, which I was more confident. This was just a confirmation that we were riding the EMAs and it was gonna go up, so I added a little bit more. The trade on the 22 was 50% of my position on the 17th, so it was a little bit smaller because it was more risky to the upside, and it was a 22%, which is fantastic. Again, what I'm expecting from Curve is, since this retracement, we would come back here, which we did, and now I'm hoping to come back here to another level, to this level again. I'm thinking on something like a little bit here, a very aggressive dip, wick or candle, and then boom, huge upside. It will be something along those lines, and then something like BTC, and we chop easily to the upside again. Not just upside, but grindy upside. By the end of the year, I think curve will be extremely high, and that's why, at least one of the reasons why, I will heavily be buying around this 40s area. So I hope you enjoyed the review, and see you on the next one.